Welcome, everyone. My name is Amy Edwards. I am a platinum consultant as well as a travel trainer. And today we're going to talk about Agent Universe. I'm going to go over a couple of things kind of before we get started. First off, Agent Universe is an amazing resource for information. I personally don't do any bookings through Agent Universe. I know that it is possible, but I like to use it more as a source for information. And then I like to go directly to that supplier to complete the booking. Now, if there are special deals within Agent Universe that aren't offered throughout the supplier, a lot of times you can negotiate those deals directly with the supplier. But you could book through Agent Universe. Okay, that's the first thing that I want to say. Um, I don't know the exact commission pricing. You'll obviously know that before you complete that booking. The next thing I want to say about Agent Universe, it is technically only a supplier available through the US. However, with all US suppliers, if you are outside of the US, you can use the address of Archer Travel to sign up to utilize Agent Universe. Just don't do any bookings through there. You can use it still as a great source of information. Okay. So you're not limited if you are outside of the US. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you how to get started. So everyone should be familiar, have went through their new agent orientation to where you know how to access your travel cafe. That's everything Archer Travel related and how to access all of the suppliers. So in the menu item, we're going to go to suppliers, suppliers by country, and then US is where this one is. Okay. As you scroll down after you get to the screen, you are going to see the first one listed here is Agent Universe. We're going to go ahead and click on continue. Just a second. I'm going to change there. Now we don't hear that dinging sound all the time. Okay, so it's going to give you, just like for every supplier, a little quick reference about Agent Universe. The supplier commissions, of course, it varies depending on which supplier is used. The contact info, if you have any questions. So this is actually the support services. Agent Universe's consortium is Travel Leaders Network. So anytime you hear who is your consortium or who are you affiliated with, you're always going to use Travel Leaders Network. And that's basically for almost all of our suppliers. How to register. So here is going to be the link that you're going to utilize to register. And as you scroll down, it's going to say it takes about 4 days. So they're going to send your registration information to Archer Travel. Archer Travel is going to approve it, and you are going to get all of your login information via email from Archer Travel. You can use the TLN logos, whether it be in your marketing or maybe your email branding. You can get weekly newsletters. The Roger Block weekly newsletters are really nice because you can keep up to date with what's going on within the travel industry. I'm going to show you how to access any training events as well as the training calendar, which we utilize in our daily training schedule as well. So once you click on how to register, I can go over a small portion of this. It's going to ask you what your email address is and to confirm your email address. If you're just getting started, you've probably learned that it may be easier to create a new Gmail or whatever service that you use specifically for registering with suppliers so that you can get all of your marketing materials in one place and it not take over your personal emails as well. You're going to create a password. You're going to confirm that password. You're going to click next, and it's going to ask you for Archer's IATA number. And then it's going to send that email to Archer Travel to approve you. Okay, so that's how you're going to get registered and get started. So once you get your login, here is what Agent Universe looks like. And it's been very recently updated. So if you guys already have used Agent Universe, you're going to notice a little bit of changes, okay? I also like to tell everybody, so this new site doesn't list it up here, but you'll see it. Agent Universe actually gives you your own agent ID for Agent Universe. So you're going to want to You can know what that is, but make sure not to confuse it with your Archer's agent ID. Okay. And they use that because you can get landing pages and you can get a lot of promotional material from Agent Universe, and it's going to identify you from their individual agent ID. So the web address for this is just agentuniverse.com. However, you won't get your login until you're already registered. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay. Oops, I accidentally hit the back button. Maybe we can log in again. Nope, we got it. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the basics of your home page, and then we'll go through the individual tabs as well. So on your homepage, on the left, you're going to see everything I've recently visited. So anything that you've recently accessed. On your right, these are the quick links, the things that are accessed the most. So we're going to go over quite a few of these options. In the middle, you're going to see specials that are going on. You're going to see new trainings that are happening and events as well. As you scroll down, you are going to see the calendar for the week, and you can view it by week, by month. You can advance to the next week, however you want to look at it. So we're going to go over a few different things from this calendar. Obviously, there's going to be live in-person events. There's going to be virtual events. There's going to be trainings, and there's going to be social media content that you can use. You see all this up here at the top of the little calendar? That is social media content that you can utilize on your social media. And I'm going to show you how to access all of those. And then as you scroll down, there are more travel specials. So they do a lot with cruises. I'm going to show you they have kind of their own little cruise site, which is really nice. But they do a lot of different specials. So these are really nice promotions that are happening. And then, of course, everything, all of the access to the entire website. Okay, so booking tools that you have through here. You can book cruise, air, hotels. Okay. We have a system called Cruise Complete, which I'm going to show you in just a few moments. Suppliers. I think this is a really good resource of information for different suppliers because in the travel cafe, you have Archer Travel's preferred suppliers. So those are the ones that we use the most through Archer Travel. They pay pretty quickly. Things are pretty streamlined. But there are obviously thousands of other suppliers that you do have access to. When registering with a supplier that's not a preferred supplier, just check in with your mentor or your leadership team. Just make sure that, someone has used them before, or make sure that you can call Archer Travel or you can contact that supplier. Make sure that they are recognized with Archer Travel and see how they send those commissions, okay? Because you don't want somebody that requires Archer Travel to jump through a lot of hoops to get those commissions. Archer Travel doesn't have a lot of time to do that unless they're set up with them and have done that before. So if you find a supplier that's really small or really new, just make sure, it's as easy as sending a check. So in the suppliers, you're going to be able to search suppliers A to Z. Not only that, but you can search by category, which is really nice. And there is an instance where you can search by location. They may have changed that, or once you get into it, there may be an option. So for example, we're going to go through the preferred suppliers. Let me see if I can see one on here that maybe not be listed as a preferred supplier. Let's see. Let's do Rocky Mountaineer. I'm not sure that that's a support for preferred supplier with Archer. So once you go into the Rocky Mountaineer, you can see all of the contact information for them, and you can see the websites. So you're going to be able to go to the Rocky Mountaineer. This is the travel advisor site. So you can register to sign up to possibly look through their information or complete bookings. Okay. So there is the commission right here, but remember this is Agent Universe commission rate. The Archer Travel one could be a little different. So you always want to know what it is through Archer Travel. And as you scroll down, you're going to be able to see all of their contact information. Sometimes if they have flyers or newsletters, you can see all of that in here, and then connecting with them on social media. Any questions how to access that? Oh, this is really nice. They have a new option called ordering brochures. So you could order digital brochures as well. And then here are the destinations that this particular supplier books to. You'll see down here as well, there's a preferred supplier inquiry. I would not complete that form just because you're not a direct agent to Travel Leaders Network, okay? So keep that in mind when using Agent Universe. So that's a little bit about the suppliers. There's a really nice, the A to Z list or different categories. Different programs that Agent Universe offers. Currently, we do not use the SNAP program. A couple of these programs within Agent Universe come at an extra cost. And so Archer Travel doesn't extend those to us just because the extra cost isn't needed. We have access to all the things that we really need. We have hotel resort options. Of course, I'm going to show you the Cruise Complete. There's a program called Women of TLN that you can absolutely join. Just kind of a women empowerment business owner. So that's really nice. Other programs, they have destinations, honeymoon and destination weddings. Agent Universe actually has certification programs that are available to get special certifications and things such as destination weddings. So those are also a cost because they have a lot of training involved through those. Absolutely not something that you have to do, but if it's something that you want to attend, you can. I'm going to show you a couple of these programs where they offer a lot of things in there of no cost, a lot of options such as a honeymoon planner or a family packing list. So the really great options that they also offer at no cost. And then a couple of different other options if you have different specialties here. Marketing program, which I think is a really great program. You can actually get leads through Agent Universe. They set you up. They'll actually write a bio for you. You're going to fill out a questionnaire. They'll write a bio. They will build you a landing page in the Travel Leaders Network site, which is really good. You could utilize that for Google search options. When someone searches, I'm looking for a trip to Disney World, your name could very well pop up if that's one of your specialties. There are a couple of different agent profilers. They have an agent profiler and they have a super agent. So you have a couple different levels that you can do. In addition, they have social media content. So every single day they can show you what you can post on social media. And I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. Again, the Social Share Pro, which directly posts to your social media, it is also an additional charge through Agent Universe. I think that they are going to try to work out a way to get that, but they haven't as of yet. So we don't have access directly to Social Share Pro to share, but we can gather that information and put it on our own, or put it on our social media on our own. And then different marketing, I apologize every time I go out of there, different marketing resources as well. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the training and events. One thing that I want you to do every time that you open up Agent Universe is to also open up the TLN training library. So when you log in to get access to the training universe or to Agent Universe, you're going to get access to that travel leaders. It's called My Absorb, and you're going to automatically be signed in. If you've ever tried to register for a training from a link on one of our training schedules, you may find that it takes you to this and asks you to sign in. The key is to just be signed in here first, immediately go to training and events and open up that training library. So you have access to all of their training schedules as well as recorded trainings. You're going to see that they have events, again, in person and virtual, education opportunities, and some programs. So these are those specialist programs that I have talked about. Let me show you. We're going to do the honeymoon and destination. So I'm going to show you just what that looks like. Um, because some of the training options that are in the calendar go back to these. And so you'll see when you go to register them, they'll say, hey, there's a cost associated. Understand that you don't need to actually attend the ones with the cost associated because those are ones that get you these certifications. Okay. So you're going to see they have quite a bit of information here. You can go to them directly. You can learn more about it. You can access some flyers that they utilize. So they're all available through this Agent Universe site. And then, of course, any resources. A lot of these resources are for Archer Travel directly because they're technically the agency through Agent Universe. But you can see discounts and fam trips, travel aids and planning tools. So that's a really good area to get some different ideas and some flyers that you can utilize. The Facebook group. The Facebook group for TLN posts often, and you can always share the information that they post. So that's really nice. And then again, that Rogers weekly newsletter. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about that I think is the most important through Agent Universe is their training schedule. Okay. So again, we're going to open up that library right away, and then we are going to access the actual education calendar. All right, give that just a minute there to open. All right, so as I scroll down, you're going to see the entire calendar for the month of March. So today on the 6th, looks like this is going to show in Eastern Standard Time because that's where I am. At 1 p.m., you can learn the training Fall in Love with Miami. And I'm going to switch the way my screen shares just to make sure you can see all of this. So we are going to click on the Fall in Love with Miami training. It's going to open up with a little pop-up window, which I want to make sure that you can see that pop-up window. It looks like it's showing on my screen. Can everybody see that pop-up window okay? You could just let me know in the chat box or unmute and let me know that you can see that pop-up window.
I can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so in this pop-up window, this is going to be everything you need for that training. So here's the title, here's the date and the time. It should pop up in your time zone. The category for the training is everyone. If there was a cost associated with the training, it would be listed right at the bottom under the more info. Also, some trainings, because they're so exclusive, they're limited to like the first 100 registries. So if you register for the training, if you're one of the first 100, you'll get access. Not a lot of those, though, are that exclusive. And then, of course, you have the details of the training. And then here is the link to register. And as you can see, it's going to show that My Absorb. We're going to go ahead and click that link. It's going to bring us to that library. And I apologize, see what happens. Sometimes it does this. It probably doesn't recognize that I'm already logged in. So let me see. Okay. So here's the other option that you can do. And I apologize that that's not totally working right now. you can just do the TLN 2116. You can see how it numbers their trainings. You can use the search feature, and here it is. So here is that same training. If it was a recorded version, you could also watch the recording. And then it's going to say upcoming sessions, March 6th at 1 p.m. So this one, the class size, they're allowing 500. There are still 484 seats remaining. Once you click enroll, it's going to send you an email giving you the access to that training, which is typically a Zoom link to register for access. Okay. I'm going to have to message them and let them know that it doesn't bring you directly to that calendar because every once in a while it does that. All right, so that's how you register for that type of training. I want to look for a different training. Let me see here. One that's not a TLN. Okay, so for this one, for example, it doesn't have that TLN number, so that identifier number. So if you click that, here is the pop-up for that training. Gives you all of the details here. But as you can see, the more info, the link, that is actually a Zoom registration link. So that link is going to take you directly to Oceania Cruise Training Guide. So that's going to take you there. You're going to register through Zoom. So it's not technically through the Agent Universe or Travel Leaders Network. It's directly through Oceania, but they think it's an important training that they are going to tell you about. So that's the difference between the TLN trainings and the direct supplier trainings. Okay. There are agent profiler. I already added most of these to the calendar. I didn't see anything directly that had a cost that I could give you an example of. Let's see, this one's red and I haven't seen that one before. So let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's a in-person one. So these are coming back. Nice. So it is the Charlotte US Peak Regional. So to register, you can actually go to here and go to a regional training if you'd like. Some of these do have a cost associated. So remember, it's not something you have to go to, but that's really a great option. Karen, where have you been? Have you been to that US regional? So you only see the week. You're probably on the main page if you only see a week. Nice, they have one in New Jersey as well. I'm gonna have to start notifying people of those. Philadelphia has one. These are amazing. We haven't had a lot of in-person since 2020, so these are really nice. Oh, amazing, Karen. Are those definitely worth going? Because I will start putting those on the calendar and sending out reminders if they are worth going to.
No, what I meant, I don't know if I can do this or not. What I meant when I said I know I've been there, when you clicked on one of the uh, TNLs, whatever, to see, it wouldn't kick in for you. That's what I meant by I've been there before.
Oh,
And you said
okay.
you were gonna.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Because I ran into that yesterday. I wanted to watch one of those, and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me kick into it. I played with it and played with it, and it was impossible. And I thought, well, maybe they weren't going to show it or something because that does happen
Okay.
sometimes. They cancel stuff. So I just figured that. But I know now I know you said that. I'm like, ooh, I don't feel so bad because I've been there. I've had that happen to me. That's what I meant by
Okay.
that.
I see what you're saying.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
usually if you open up the library in the background, it doesn't do that. But it's good to know that you can search by that TLN number just using that search field at the top of the screen. All right, so I'm gonna have to make a new video showing how to do that just in case they're doing that now in general. All right, so that's how you access all of the trainings. Again, virtual or in person, that's how you access that. Next thing I want to talk about is the marketing options. We're going to go ahead and click on the marketing so that I can show you the marketing page. Here's another thing that's a little different for me. I used to have a marketing page, but I guess we just get the pop-up. So first thing I want to show you is the marketing calendar. So we're going to go to the social media portion of the marketing section. So in the social media portion, it shows you how to use the calendar. We don't have that Social Share Pro right now, so don't try to access that, okay? So in the weekly schedule, it's going to give you some ideas. So you can use hashtags for different days of the week with a description. This is kind of what the schedule follows. As you scroll down, you can learn how to use Bitly, Canva, Hootsuite, which is a scheduling option. So in Hootsuite, it's a schedule sharer. What you do is you put in what you want to post, let's say what you want to post tomorrow, and it's going to extend it to all of your social media accounts. So whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, it's going to extend it to all of those different accounts. They also have later, they're going to show you how to use Google Analytics and then some different creative shops to show you how to use. There's guidelines, so you can see all of those different guidelines in different areas of Facebook. They utilize it for Instagram, social media toolkits. They have a TikTok training as well. So all of the main social media platforms, they're going to give you a lot of really great information. The toolkits are going to give you photos. It's going to give you tell you how to take photos while you are on vacation, so you can use that attraction marketing, and it's going to give you some videos that you can use. So there is a lot of information on the social media area. Up here at the top, though, we're going to talk about the monthly social media content calendar. And again, this is where you can take information from every single day and put it into such as Facebook Meta, or if you have one of those social media schedulers. So typically the entire month is filled up. They must be a little bit behind, but I see that they already have till the 8th. So let's say for today, if we were to click on today, we're going to click on that travel tip option. So once it pops up, it is going to put in a caption that you can just copy and paste. And you can copy and paste that to your social media. And then it says choose the picture, depending if you're a travel agent or an agency. So you're going to choose whichever picture. We are obviously the travel agent. So you're going to choose the plan a trip with me. Again, right click, copy that photo or save that photo, and then post it to your social media account. The green are blogs, so you can actually link a blog. So if I were to click on here, I could go into here and then I could copy and paste the links for the blog, and I could put that blog on my social media. And then the red ones, I believe, are for specials. So, oh, this one is another photo one. So as you can see here, there's a photo you can use and a caption. Looks like the blue one, maybe, is the specials. Yes, so this one is a Virgin Special 2702. So once you click on here, and I'm curious to see if this one is going to log me in automatically. This is the screen that I'm used to seeing when I try to open up a training screen. All right, so yes. So here it's going to pop up Virgin Voyages. Here's the headline. Here are the booking details and the consumer view. So if I were to click on the booking details, here's all of those booking details. And if I were to click on what the consumer would see, here is the link to what I could share. And as you can see, oh, this one went to the agency. Okay, I'm gonna have to email Agent Universe. There's a little bit of a mix up here. No huge deal. But as you can see, it put in the agency, so it put in Scott. So we're gonna have to call them because this is usually my direct information. Okay, so make sure that you open this up. Make sure it is your actual, see how this agent ID number is the number from Agent Universe. So we're gonna have to make sure this is correct. My picture should have showed up here, but then what I could do is I could copy and I could paste this directly to my social media. Or I can send it out as like a marketing email. All right, let's see here. All right, so that's how the social media calendar works there. We're going to go ahead back to here. And I apologize. They are adjusting the website. So if I run into any little hiccups, I always message them to let them know because if they don't know, it's never going to get fixed. So we want to make sure to let them know. So we went through training and events. We went through the marketing section, the different programs we can also utilize. You can see trainings from the hotels and resorts, other programs such as the honeymoon, destination weddings. Make sure to just look through here, just explore through Agent Universe, see all the things that are available to you. As I said, here is the honeymoon and destination weddings. You can see up here, you can do the certification. Or you can have access to what they call the Romance Toolkit. And you have all of these flyers and planning tools. You also have handouts that you can utilize as well for your specialty. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the top again. And I'm going to show you now, we have left the booking tools, and I want to show you Cruise Complete. I really like to utilize Cruise Complete because how many of you have had somebody come to them and they have said, look, I've never taken a cruise before, but I've always wanted to take a cruise. I want to go sometime in the fall and I want to go somewhere warm. And you're just kind of looking at them like, okay, well, we have about 6,000 options. That's narrowed it down to. We got to narrow it down just a little bit further. We need some dates. When you talk about warm, what area of the world specifically? Would you like to go to the Caribbean? Would you like to go to maybe Hawaii? Maybe not total warm, but maybe you're interested in Alaska. So you really need to narrow it down just a little bit. And then you obviously have 8 or 10 different cruise suppliers that you can choose from to get a quote from, right? So that can also in itself feel a little overwhelming, especially if you're not familiar with all of those different cruise lines. So I use Cruise Complete a lot because it takes information from all of those cruise lines and you can use your search options to see which each cruise line has all in one. So you can obviously use this for ocean cruises, or you can use it for river cruises, which is really nice. River cruises are very, very popular. For this example, though, I am going to go ahead and choose the ocean cruise. Now, Cruise Complete is still pretty new. So if you registered for Agent Universe before they had Cruise Complete and you don't have access to it, you are going to send a quick email to cruisecomplete@archertravel.com and you are going to let them know that you need access to Cruise Complete. So you're going to give them your email that you use to get access to Agent Universe and your a description that you want access to the Cruise Complete. So hopefully everybody, yes, I sent that in the chat box. So cruisecomplete@archertravel.com. Otherwise, if you're just recently enrolling with Agent Universe, you should have access. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Cruise Complete option. And as I scroll here, you're going to see all of the different search criteria you have available. Now here, I usually say to keep it pretty broad because you don't want to put in so much criteria that only a few or almost none show up. So for this example, we have somebody that wants to attend in the fall. So we're going to say, let's say, I know I'm a little early. We'll say September 1st through October 31st. Average usually I say to do is between 5 to 7 nights. You could do 4 to 7. Um, I don't know why people go on 2 or 3 day cruises. I feel like you're just getting used to it, and then it's time to get off the cruise, right? But it's nice maybe for a first timer who are they're not sure if they like it or not, and so they want to try out a short cruise first. Also, really nice for people that live really close to the cruise ports. Those of us in Michigan, we have to do a lot of traveling to get to any of the cruise ports, so that's why we like it a little longer. So I'm going to put in from 4 to 7 nights. I can choose any destination. I could leave it as that. Or maybe for this one, I'm going to do the Caribbean. And then I'm going to leave it any cruise ships, any ports. Some people, though, they say they want to leave. I think a popular one is probably um, Florida is usually where people want to leave from. So let's look at the ones in Florida here. We're going to use maybe Port Canaveral. That one is a really popular one. So we'll try that one. I'm probably putting in too many if you had such a broad request. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and click search. And again, you could select more than one. So you could select every single port in Florida to see what's available. All right, so now that we have selected that, we can go through and we can see all of the options. So as you can see here, our first few are going to be Royal Caribbean. As we scroll down, you can see Carnival is in here. You'll probably see a Norwegian. So for this one, you won't. You'll just see Royal Caribbean and Carnival. But if there were more options available, you would see them all in there. So now this is where you can go in a little bit more detail of what the client actually wants. You can also use these as different search features. So maybe they want to keep it in a budget of $700 and they would like a balcony room. So I can go ahead and click on balcony and I can sort that then from lowest price to highest price. So that's a really nice feature. So you know from this search criteria, 700 is a little short. Maybe they wanted to keep it between $1,000. So you know I can use from this one all the way up as different options. Over here, you could also choose the price by using the scale or the length of time by changing this scale, and then any special offers that are going on. So a lot of people, when they reach out to you, they say, okay, I've seen a commercial that Carnival or Royal Caribbean is offering kids sail free. So you could put in um, any specific offers or any specific cruise line. Okay. Now, this is where I typically say, okay, so my client likes this one the best. They want the 6 nights Carnival Cruise Line and Carnival Vista, and this is the price. Okay. If you want, you can actually click on the Caribbean option and you can open up every destination. So you can see what the itinerary is, where they're going to be on day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way through. The different vendor, the ship that they're going to be on, any decks. So what are their options for rooms? You can also click on details. I think that's the opening for the details. You can also click on the compare. So maybe my client liked this one and they liked this one. So now I can compare them side by side. As I said, there is a book now option. Sometimes the book now will take you right to Carnival Cruise Line's website, and sometimes the booking will go through Agent Universe. Before booking through Agent Universe, please check with your mentor. Okay? I don't know how it goes because I have never booked directly through Agent Universe. I would then take this information, I would go to Carnival Cruise Line, and I would put in the search features of September 14th, 6 nights on Carnival Vista. Okay? Everyone understand how to use the Cruise Complete section? All right. So that's your basic overview of using Agent Universe. Again, a great resource for information. Okay. Um, as you can see in your booking tools, you really only have Cruise Complete to utilize. We don't book air through Agent Universe. We don't book hotels. Obviously, that's that SNAP program, which Archer Travel doesn't allow access to because it is through a GDS program and there's an added cost through that. But feel free to explore this entire site. Use it for all of the research and all the information that they provide. Use it for the social media. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat box. Feel free to unmute. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me here today. And good luck with all of your bookings.